Hi everyone, it's Alwyn Hunt here, and I'm super excited to be part of this really special event actually that Hayley and the team have put together. When I was first approached about doing or supporting this, Hayley sort of came up to us when I was in View Conference. And hi everyone, it's Alwyn Hunt here, and I'm super. That's an amateur. That's very amateur, but yeah. So was Hayley approached us when we were at View Conference, and I, immediately, said, hey, you know what, the rookies on board was supporting this because it's long overdue. So I'm super excited to be part of it, and I think you've done, Hayley, an amazing job of pulling everyone together, and I can just see this gaining a lot of momentum, and hopefully we get more and more people and studios and industry pros supporting today, because it's really important. And for me today, I'm going to talk a lot about community, and I think it's the Rookies platform, when you look at it, is based on community. There's a lot of other things that happen around the Rookies platform, but at the very core, we are very passionate with our community, and I think without community, we really are nothing. I want to say a big shout out to a lot of people that are in the chat. Connor, who's been asking some questions. Saint, who was in Italy with us over there, and Simon as well. It's great to see all you cats back and supporting this. Connor's been a big supporter of the Rookies, and he does a weekly update for us on LinkedIn called the Rookies Weekly Update, which is super informative. And again, he covers a lot of the issues within the VFX world, and supports students' portfolios, and covers a lot of information, which is great. So thanks for being on, Connor. So for today, I just really wanted to I've got a bit of a slide presentation. I know people are probably going to go, oh God, not a slide presentation, but I just wanted to touch on a couple of things before I jump into that, which was the last speaker, Johannes, was talking about Ian were talking about the animation festival, the animation industry in Denmark, and he mentioned Animation Workshop and Ghost VFX. These are big schools that are doing amazing work. We see Animation Workshop that feature in our global school rankings every year, which I'm going to talk a little bit about, and we also Ghost VFX, which have been an amazing studio sponsor of the Rookie Awards. And when I say sponsor, they offer career opportunities for young people trying to get into visual effects. So again, supporting that that demographic, which is extremely important. Okay, so I just wanted to cover a little bit and talk more, like I said, about community. On the Rookies platform, we have, myself and Andrew McDonald. We're industry veterans. We've been in the industry. Well, we were in the industry for a good part of 20 years. So when you look at the platform itself, it's really supported by industry, and we get amazing support from industry professionals and studios and everyone else in between. So 14 years the Rookies platform has been around. So it's been around for a long time. And actually, Saint, who's on the call, was one of the first supporters of our platform when we first started out 14 years ago back in London. And really the need was to help bridge that gap between students coming out of training and getting into visual effects, and actually, what that looked like. Yes, there is bringing them up to speed, but there's that community that I think today I saw the really sad news about CG Society closing down, and I was like, wow, that's another online community that's gone. And I think it's super important for young people that are trying to get into these industries to have platforms like the Rookies, and to be able to find out information and be able to connect with industry professionals, and for students that are at the same stage that they're on. So when we look at the Rookies platform itself, there's about 5 pillars to it. So we have the community area, and this is only for non-professionals and students getting into visual effects. This is we've got different user types in there, so you can be a debut, and the debut is somebody that's coming out of high school and wanting to get into visual effects or games, but has absolutely no idea where to go. So this is a great place for them to start figuring out those schools where they can actually start learning their craft. it's a great place for them to start connecting with other debuts, other high school students, or other people that are just discovering these types of industries. So it's all sort of color coded, so it makes it really easy for you to be able to connect with those people that are at the same level as you. And then we've got the portfolio area, and we talk, our portfolio is all about building confidence. A lot of students out there that are so intimidated with getting their work out there, but as an industry professional and people that are on the call, we know that the sooner that you can start building an online presence and getting your work out there, you're going to get opportunities, and recruiters are going to be able to track your work. Even if you're not ready, they love seeing the progression of your portfolio from one year to the next. So the idea of starting a portfolio as soon as possible is really, really important. And it's a safe place. So you're not competing against industry professionals on there. You're competing with other people that are at the same level as you. So that in itself gives you a benchmark to reach. Being able to see other students that are at the same level as you. That's the portfolio, and then inside of that we have these sort of badges, and these badges they are industry recognized. So anybody that gets these badges post them on their LinkedIn profile and start really thinking about how to build out their online portfolio, even in that sort of more professional manner through LinkedIn and places like that. So each year we have the Rookie Awards that attracts over 5,500 entrants every year. And every single person that enters into that contest gets a digital certificate. And that, again, is the starting point for you to be able to start promoting yourself online and building that confidence, saying, hey, look what I got. I got a B ranking in the Rookie Awards. And it speaks volumes. Like I said, industry recognized those types of credentials. At Discover platform, this is where we also invite students to give breakdowns. Everything is focused on that early learner. This will be the first time for a lot of people that they're actually creating these types of breakdowns, and for a lot of people, they're super excited to be invited onto our platform. And what I love about it is that it's written in such a way that other students relate to it. It's not being written by industry professionals with really complicated terms or proprietary software or whatever it may be. It's written from students that are facing the same problems that you're facing in the classroom. So there's really a wealth of information in there for people to be able to digest. And if we look at the next few pillars, we have our contest platform. Our Rookie Awards is our marquee event that we host every year. It runs from March right through till July. And you've got that window to be able to upload your portfolio work. And again, it's not always. For me, it's not about the winning. That's not the process. It's about actually participating. I was on a panel last week with a group of people, and we were talking about networking, and networking is really complicated. I know Simon's on here. He's got Access VFX, an amazing platform for networking and connecting with mentors. There's a lot of nuances to what networking is, and going to events and being part of communities is all part of how to network. So even when I look at contests, that is a platform for networking on. And what I love about contests are that you're respecting a timeline, so you're working towards that final submission. So it's actually even introducing these sort of industry concepts even by participating in contests. You're connecting with other entrants and complimenting them and giving feedback. And I was talking to a guy a couple of weeks ago that entered into one of our contests, the World VFX Challenge one. He was based in Ethiopia, and he doesn't get any opportunities to really work in visual effects in that country. But because he had entered into this contest and done a really amazing entry, he got noticed by people externally. And now he's actually ended up working for Rebel Way, which is the school that actually supported the contest in the first place. So there's these amazing stories that happen on this platform, whether it's through career opportunities or just actually meeting people that you're going to be going through the ranks with as a professional. It's super important to be connecting. We've got our global school rankings there. This is For us, we're really proud of our global school rankings. Schools cannot pay to be on our global school rankings. All that data that we collect from the Rookie Awards. So like I said, we had over 5,500 entries this year, with every single person getting a judgment from an industry panel made up of 130 professionals. So all that information we take, and then we're able to then decipher where the best students are coming out of, and that's how we release our global school rankings every year. There's a whole algorithm that goes in behind that big weighted scoring system, but for us it's a kind of a true reflection in any given year of where a school is at, and that's what we want to reward that school on, is the quality of the students' work and their employability, and are they meeting the skills needed to be entering into the industry. So we're really proud of that. We have all our different categories each year. And so, again, this is a great resource for people that are trying to find their way in this complex sort of industry to find some clear and decisive information. And then we have our school directory. And our school directory, again, this is rewarding schools that are doing an amazing job. So we have this information page, or a sort of a micro marketing page for schools to be able to promote their courses if they're featured in the rankings, really celebrating students' portfolios that are part of the Rookies platform, showcasing their work, being proud of that, being proud of a school that is doing a great job for their students and rewarding the students. So that's another great area for people that are looking for schools to come into. Recently, we just added a new feature, which I think again is amazing, is this find talent. So when you onboard onto the Rookies platform, and maybe you're in that final stage of graduating, and you've got a portfolio of work, and you're really starting to look for work. This is where you can come, and recruiters can come in here and actually filter down based on your skill level, based on your geography, based on what areas of interest you're focused on, so they can come in and make direct contact with you. We're not charging recruiters to be on here. We're not charging students to be on here. We're just trying to join the dots. This is what the Rookies platform is all about: building the community and trying to create these opportunities for young people that are getting into VFX and 3D animation and so forth. And the last one there is, we've got our Discord server. Inside here, it's a really vibrant community of people that are of industry professionals, as well as our members. We're giving feedback to students that are looking for help on their portfolio. We're running our contest discussions through there, and a whole bunch of other sort of channels where you're able to be invested in and involved in. So we do live sessions. This morning I did a live session, a feedback session for one of our contests, and giving entrants feedback around that. So again, there's multiple ways that you can connect with our community. But if you're not involved with it, then and you're looking to get into these types of industry, then I highly recommend jumping on. And I just wanted to talk, because it's coming around, my goodness, 14th year next year, and I can't believe that we're going into it again. So like I said, Rookie Awards kicks off on March the 14th, March the 7th, and goes for sort of a 3-month period. Amazing. We've got some amazing companies that are offering those career opportunities, and they can be anything from internships through to portfolio reviews and everything else in between. So jump on the site, have a look out for the Rookie Awards 2024, and check out all the different categories that we've got in there. So if I can actually just break that down a little bit. So yeah, if you're an individual and wanting to get involved in the Rookie Awards, then we have the Rookie of the Year category, and then we have Film of the Year and Game of the Year and stuff like that. So these are the main categories inside Rookie of the Year. And this is, again, if you might be a first year student and go, hey, you know what, I'm really not at that level to be competing. That's where I say, actually, you're wrong. Like, it's even just being involved in as a first year that maybe has one great project. You've got nothing to lose, but you might get your work seen by, you will get your work seen by our judging panel, but you might also get your work seen by recruiters or companies that are looking for junior talent. So they, like I said before, they love to see progression of students' work. So we've got a new category there, which is virtual fashion. So that's, you know, we try and adapt our categories based on sort of new industries that are embracing 3D. And I guess part of my role as well is being able to identify new industries that are embracing 3D. So I know we talked a little bit in the previous with Ian and Giannis about the writer's strike and the implications of what that had on the industry. I think, you know, when I talk about it, I always take a step back and go, hey, you know what, you're developing an amazing skill set of software, and that you can, you know, you'll be able to transcend across multiple industries. So never just think, hey, it's only VFX for me, and then if I don't make it, I'm done. Because actually there's a lot of other industries that are looking for your skills as well. And sometimes they're better opportunities and better work environments. So definitely take a step back, take a breath when you're in your studies and thinking that it's all doom and gloom and there's no one hiring, because actually there's opportunity everywhere, but you just got to sometimes take a breath and take a step back. I just want to check, see how we're going for time.
Yeah. Am I back on, Hugo? I think you did perfectly well. That was 20 minutes on the dot. And we have had lots of questions come through. We probably got time to squeeze one in, and then maybe if you're still hanging around, Alwyn, I know it's very late in Australia now, but if you've got time to answer a couple in the chat, perhaps. I'll just end with this one. Couple of comments about costs, but one that stuck out was, is the rookies just for younger people, or do you have any stories about people joining in later in life?
Yeah, so that's a great question. Like, we support anybody that's basically on that journey. So you can be a mature age student, looking to move careers. We absolutely support. It's really for anybody that's a non-professional. And the line in the sand is, if you've graduated and you've been in employment for longer than 12 months and you've kind of cracked the industry, then that's when we're sort of like, hey, you know what, you've done well. We invite you, we can possibly invite you back as a judge, or giving some feedback or whatever it is. But you could be somebody that's been studying a completely different industry and is now getting into 3D or visual effects or whatever it may be. You're totally welcome on our site. You're still new to this. You're still discovering your way through it. So absolutely.
I love that. Thank you so much. Great presentation. Thank you for joining us from Australia. Hey. You can go to bed now.
Only 7:30 p.m.
Oh, is it? Oh, let's do another hour.
We can talk for another hour.
Amazing. Well, you've got lots of questions to answer in the live chat, so
awesome. I'll jump on. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for hosting. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.